Hello everybody, this is St. Charles. It's Wednesday the 12th of February 2025. This will be my last podcast until the weekend. If there's any chart requests you want, please put them in the comments below. Please like, please share, that'll be great. Okay, we're going to start with gold. And this one, we've covered off a few times now. And for me, it's still, this is my wave one. That's 2, this is my 3, and I think we've got more upside in this one. So it's had a bit of a pullback, but we haven't sort of broken that trend line. It's looking a really powerful move. So for me, I think we're going to continue a bit higher from here. I think it's just taken a bit of a breather, and I think we're going to smash probably this 3,000 barrier fairly soon, and then we're still due another leg up. So gold looking brilliant. I think we're going to see top of this box 3,177. It's really powerful move, isn't it? So gold looking absolutely superb. Next one I'm going to do is copper, if I can spell that. And here we go. This is one that we gave a long while back, obviously back in sort of November 24, saying that we thought we'd get a reversal from this blue box zone down here at 4.12 to 4.01 unless it broke that 3.95, which it didn't. And we've had a superb move, haven't we? Since sort of end of December, it's sort of since January, that is, isn't it? Yeah, 2nd of January, we've powered up and we've sort of broken the $4 barrier, and we're sort of attacking towards 5. And for me, I think that we're going to see a bit more upside here, and I think we're going to go into this blue box. So we'll probably hit, certainly sort of 4.79 to $5 I've got there. So I think we'll sort of probably tag the top of that box, and then we're going to see a corrective move. So where it goes from there is going to be really interesting. I think that if it tag the the bottom of that box, there's probably more corrective, and I've got a sort of a red box zone down there at 358 that it could fall down to, but obviously it needs to break this 3.95 level in order for that to be activated. But we'll see what happens once we get into that blue box reversal zone there, and see what happens. We'll monitor that one because it's certainly if this is going to be, just delete that. If this is going to be our wave 1, this is our 2, this is our 3, which isn't done yet, and you should get hopefully a 4 and a 5. We're waiting to see how that plays out, but one we will monitor. The next one I'm going to do is Matt D. Is having a bit of a better day at long last, and this is one where we gave that blue box reversal zone. It's had a monster candle today. I've not looked at the news as such, but for me, I think the obvious play here is, if I just get that up, is this gap here. We've got a gap there at 245. So for me, if they can drop the right news, hopefully we could go fill that gap and then take a bit of a breather and then hopefully head up a bit higher. But, Matt D, certainly from that blue box zone there at 1.62 to 1.27, looks to me like a good value zone for reversal play. Next one I'm going to do is UFO, and this is another one that we've highlighted. And for me, if I just make that bigger so everybody can see, this is here. I had that reversal zone at 0.086, at 0.0806 down to 0.06 pence basically. We've had a bit of a monster candle today. It's fighting with the top of the box, and for me, sort of break out of there. I think we could see a move and head towards this red box zone here at 0.1355 to 0.1545. Not active, of course, but that's where I think that could be heading if they drop the right news. So worth doing some research. Next one I'm going to do is SLP, and this one here is in a long-term reversal zone. So I was going to do a separate podcast again with the long-term reversal zones, but I've decided not to. But for me, this one here, market cap 124 million. It's got good daily volumes. That means we can get in and out nice and easy. And it's in that blue box reversal zone at 47 pence down to 32.35. Now, for me, if we can break out of there and sort of get the bulls behind us, we could have a tremendous run up into this red box here at 146.4 to 175.6. Obviously it needs to break this prior high at 111 roughly for that to be activated. But for me, SLP needs some research, see what's going on. But for me, that's a long-term reversal play. It's in a very strong reversal zone. So I'd like to see market, get above average daily volumes and see where that can motor on to. But do your research. Next one I'm going to do is Zinc Media, which has been an excellent one in the prior years, but Again, this one here has got tiny market cap's 15 million. It's got poor daily volume, so it's going to be a difficult one to get in and out of. But this here, this 63.5 to 49.2 is a strong reversal zone. What we don't want to see, we don't want to see a break below this 40 pence level. That would be disastrous from a charting point of view, or not very good. But for me, if they can get the right news out, which I think it had a good trading statement out the other day, we could see trading break this prior high here at 128 pence. We could be seeing as high as 150 to 174 pence, possibly higher. So worth doing some research. One for the long-term pot maybe. GBP is my next one, and this one here, again, this is in a really strong reversal zone at 0.1585 to 0.1015. Market cap 7 million. It's 102 roughly daily volume, 102 million daily average. It's getting lower volumes at the moment, which is probably a good sign. We've got a rising RSI. That's looking good. But for me, we've sort of tagged that to, I've got a blue box within a blue box at 0.1510 to 0.1425, which is bounced out of. It's sort of struggling again at the moment, but for me, the obvious target here is going to be this gap, which sort of between 0.235 to 0.28. But if we can get some real steam behind it and they can drop the right news, we could see trading up to 0.49 to 0.58 pence. So GBP looking good, or hopefully going to be looking good. Next one I'm going to do is XLM, and if I get that one up. So this one, again, this one was in a long-term reversal zone there at 8.8 pence. I think we've highlighted that on Twitter. I'm not too sure, actually. But we've covered it off in the past. But for me, if we can break this prior high here at sort of 14 pence level, hold above it, should bring us up to 17.1 to 19.35. So one to take a look at, and, ideally probably get it on a pullback. But, one to take a look at, see what's going on. Don't know anything about it. Next one I'm going to do is WSG. And this one here is in a long-term reversal zone, sort of back from April 24th. So it's not that long, is it? But, for me, if it can hold above sort of this prior low here at 0.93 pence, and the bulls can step in from my reversal zone, which is just make that a bit bigger, so we can all see 1.35 to 0.845. Hopefully we can make our way up, break that prior high, and, well, in fact, the prior high is 4.24 pence. So I don't think that's going to happen. You never know with news, but there'll be a few bags from where it is today, so worth doing some research. The next one I'm going to do is Poolbeg Pharma, and this one is one that I've covered off a few times, but I've had another look at the chart, which is always good to do. And yeah, whilst we highlighted before this 8.32 pence to 7 pence level, we did get a bounce. We sort of hit the bottom there, a couple of ways higher, and sort of went to 9.16 pence. And then it's continued lower, hasn't it? But for me, that's actually a really good, strong reversal zone. I've got 6.48 pence down to 3.94. It's hit the bottom of the box. That's held as support. Bulls have stepped in, and we've had a good bounce. Now, we could see a bit more of downside, but for me, that should be a really strong reversal zone. I don't know what news is going to be due, but if they can drop the right news and get some bulls behind it, I think it's NASDAQ, or going to be NASDAQ listed, isn't it? But if they can get the balls behind it, we could see sort of a run up to this red box zone there. But I'm not too sure whether it's going to merge with another company or something like that, is it? So it needs to have some research. I haven't researched it, but for me, that's a strong reversal zone, so worth a look. There you go. That's me for Wednesday. I'll be back at the weekend. Any chart requests you want, please put in the comments below. See you again soon.